We're going to try it one more time. ASBP, we got ASBP, excuse me. And I'll put Lucy over here on this chart. So we've got Lucy over here and we've got ASBP over here on this side. Let's watch them together. 49 shekels. %. Boy, I would love to see that thing. Would love to see that thing run. We got volume? Good deal. It's not real often that we get one of those 10 cent little penny stocks, 8 cent, 9 cent, 10 cent, those real cheapies where you can buy 8, 9, 10,000 shares of it pretty cheap and have it run 100%. It doesn't happen very often. They're beautiful when they do, but they don't happen as often as I'd like to see them. I can hear you. Good. Awesome. Good deal. Lucy, trying to push up some more. Come on, Lucy. You picked to find time to leave me, Lucy. I know you're saying, Jeff, don't ever do that again. Don't ever do that. Wayne, good morning. Vicky, good morning. Kathy, good morning. Good morning. You'll have that song stuck in your head now all day. You'll say, doggone him for singing that dumb song. Oh, shoot. ASBP, give us 20 cents. Give us that big 100% run in pre-market. Now, how about, let's see, ASBP and Lucy. Boy, I tell you what, that ASBP sure looks like it could punch up to 18, 19 cents. It's really doing a lot better than I thought it would. Good morning. I hope everybody is still banking on. All right. Hopefully everybody. Oh, come on, baby. Push. 18. Could be 19 yet. That's a nice little climb on that. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? 10 penny stock. Lucy's having a little trouble here. Got some big block orders going through. Some pretty decent orders going through on ASBP. Look at that. 18.7 now. All right, here's 8 o'clock. 8:30 rather. Let's see, 8:30. BTCS, pre-announced balance sheet. SJ. RELI. RELI signs a term sheet to acquire majority stake in Israeli AI diagnostics company. RELI. CRML. Critical Metals Corp officially approves and commences construction startup in Greenland for the Tanbreeze pilot plant and multi-use facilities. So let's go take a look at those. RELI. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, RELI. We got the first initial run up on the news. That first 1 minute candle, watching on the 1 minute chart. We got the 1 minute spike on the news, which is normal, and then the pullback. That's what we're watching for, that pullback. See how far it pulls back before we grab it. See if it pulls back, if we get a 50% retracement before it starts to curl back up, or if it just never recovers and it just continues to fall. We'll save ourselves a bad entry. So that's on RELI. And let's see, what else we got here? Lucy popped 168. Now we can see I've got RELI on the screen. Now we're watching for the pop back up. $12.74 to $18.30. Nice trade, Trapper. $8.30. The only thing we got at $8.30 that really amounted to much. CRML. Let me take a look at that one. Got a nice bump on the news, but it's not moving. Critical Metals Corporation. Let's see. RELI has a nice, not a bad float. 7.9 million. That's not a bad float. That's a good float. It's just getting pulled down. So let's go back and look at our two previous runners. We've got Lucy. We've got ASBP. Having a little trouble breaking that 19 on ASBP. We break that 19, I'll just about bet you it's going to 20. But it's sure having a heck of a time. It's up 71%. Evero, good morning. TR5044. Beautiful eyelash. Well, thank you. Let's see. Lucy, ASBP. GIH. Nothing on the microfloat list. RELI. We'll just have to give them some time and see how they pan out. See if they amount to anything. ASBP is getting pulled down. Profit, profit, profit. Take that profit. CDIO. Well, unfortunately, that one's been trending down since 7 o'clock. It's been having a heck of a time. It looks like it's trying to curl up a little bit, but it's not. There's no confirmation there yet that that's going back up. Volume's just not, at the moment, it's not getting good volume. So let's go back and look at RELI. Let's watch it on the 5-minute chart. Now, if you look at RELI on the 5-minute chart, it looks pretty good. Not a bad looking 5-minute chart there. One-minute chart looks a little messy. The 1-minute chart, if you look at the 1-minute chart, that's kind of messy. That doesn't look real pretty. But if we check it out on the 5-minute chart, it looks a little better. A little bit more confidence in it, watching it on that one. We'll see if we can get it to pop up over 75 again. Lucy's hanging in there. Remember, RELI has that 7.9 million public float. Not a bad float. It's under 10 million. That's pretty good. Now let's Let's look at ASBP. I bet Lucy looks pretty good on the 5 minute. $66 to $71 for Chase on RELI, locking in the profit. RELI over here on the left side of your Zoom screen, and Lucy here on the right. They're both set on the 5 minute time frame. You can see my time frame right here. So if I change it, you'll know that I've switched it over. SE Photonics announces appointment of respected marketing executive. Stocks. Lucy back to 164. Looks pretty solid on the 5 minute chart, doesn't it? That looks pretty good. Nice climb up, little pullback, and then another nice little climb up. That looks pretty solid. $165 now on Lucy. 67. ASBP's getting pulled back. Reli's getting pulled back. Lucy's still holding on, though. It's pretty slow and real early pre-market this morning, around 4 o'clock. We had our scanner on Zoom set up running at 4 a.m. this morning, and it was pretty uneventful. Lucy 168. Will we break 170? $169. $169, $170. There it is. There it is. Just tapped 170. 8:45. Let's see what we got press release wise here. Laser Photonics, participate in conference. Critical statistics understanding supply, domestic supply. Letter, update letter. Purchase of contact Rambo Shredder Diamond Z performance. Nothing there. 45. Chris, CRIS, CRIS, private placement totaling $800 million. CRIS. Let's take a look at that one together. Spiked from 103 to 150 in seconds. And now it's pulling back. They had a $80 million private placement. Reading the details here. The devil is in the details, as they say. $0.75. The warrants each will have an exercise price of 75 cents. Let's see, RELI. Let's go back and look at RELI. RELI, hanging in there. Lucy just hit 173. All right. Usually about all we get at 8:45 as far as news is concerned is class action lawsuits. That seems to be when they dump those on us. All right, let's switch over. We got Chris here on the screen set up on the 1 minute time frame. Got Lucy over here. I'm going to switch to the 1 minute time frame on Lucy. See if that's going to hold up there. Chris now starting to climb, CRIS. Lisa's trying to. Has an 11 million public float. Not terrible. Like to see them under 10 million for some really good movement, but 11 is right on the edge there, so it's not terrible. Trapper, you have a great day. ACRV, hold till tomorrow. pH data tomorrow. Lucy getting pulled down here. RELI. RELI still hanging on. It's still trying. Vicki, you have a great day. Chris is up 23%, or it was. It just dropped. That one's very volatile. Very volatile. Look at Cindy, got it from 108 to 130. Nice trade. Very nice trade. Very, very nice. Oh. Not holding on to him too long. Chase got Chris from 110 to 125. Beautifully done. You guys are getting it. You're getting it. How to treat these things. I think you got it figured out. Oh, excuse me. Oh my gosh. Well, at least we got volume on YouTube. I don't know what goes on with that. I don't know. It's a different phone, different day. Some days I have volume, some days I don't. I don't know what's going on with that. I can't quite figure it out myself. Ruru. RELI from 68 cents to 74 cents. Nice. Beautiful. Got about 7 minutes and we'll have the 9 o'clock press releases. Now, 9 o'clock is typically, there's nothing in there, although it's either Monday or Tuesday, we did get one at 9 o'clock that did really well. But that's really rare that we get a press release at 9 o'clock that ever amounts to anything. So, excuse me. Ooh. I don't expect anything huge at 9 o'clock, but always ready for it if it hits. Chris trying to bounce back up off of that ugly little pullback there. RELI. Not looking real solid there. How about Lucy? Lucy's hanging on. ASBP's still hanging on. So it's encouraging. Not a terrible morning. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. I've certainly noticed a difference. The start of this new year here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the first full week of the trading of the year. And I've noticed a difference in the quality of the press releases that we're getting and the amount of movement that we're getting on those press releases. I've noticed a big difference here just in 3 days over the past month, over all of December. And that's very encouraging. Chris, trying to recover, trying to get back to where it was at. It's struggling, but it's trying. So I'm encouraged here for the first quarter of this year. I'm hoping that this trend of better press releases, better movement, I hope it continues and we don't hit one of those dry spells that we sometimes encounter. But anything's possible. Come on, Lucy. Where's our other one at? ASBP. What's that one doing? ASBP is holding up pretty good. And I got to tell you, I'm pretty surprised by how well that cheap little penny is holding up. I can't count how many times I've seen little 8, 9, 10 cent penny stocks run 60, 70, 80, 90% and then just fall apart and crash once people start taking profit. They go from 10 cents to 18, 19 cents and then right back down to 11, 10. By 10 o'clock in the morning, they're already back down to 7 cents again. That happens a lot. So the fact that this one's holding up doesn't mean it's going to hold up all day, but I'm surprised it's holding up as long as it has. And not just been a nice little pump and dump. ORMP receives $18 million payment from Silex Holdings, bringing their current returns to $118 million. Board approves dividend payments. That's on ORMP. 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 Oramed Pharmaceuticals. Currently sitting at about what, 320 to 298 on the bid. So we'll mark it. Three. Bid is down to 3. Boy, it's got the spread on that thing. REVB. Revelation Biosciences announces initiation of GMP manufacturing of Gemini and placebo to support later stage clinical development. That's on REVB. ALK, Alaska Airlines, ALK. Alaska Airlines announces largest fleet order in the airline's history. They ordered 105 737 aircraft and 5 787s, wide bodies, to be delivered, extending the delivery stream through 2035. Boy, it's a lot of airplanes and a lot of money. That's a lot of money, I'll bet. Kind of glancing down through it to see if there's some dollar signs on there. I don't see any, but that's got to be a bunch of money. Order that many airplanes. So we've got Edible, EDBL selling, completes the sale of net operating losses and receives approximately $3 million in proceeds. That's junk. Tumor, V-Wave. Wearable, WLDS, wearable devices. Touch-free magic arrives. Wearable devices and Rokid partner to power AI and AR glasses with neural control. That's on WLDS, but it's not getting any volume. Price isn't really moving at all. So as I assumed, 9 o'clock really didn't give us much. SLRX says they're changing their corporate name to Decoy Therapeutics. It was Solarius Pharmaceuticals, and now they're changing it to Decoy Therapeutics. And they're going to have a new NASDAQ ticker symbol of DCOY, Decoy. All right. Let's take a look at AZI hitting the scanner. AZI. Remember AZI? That was from yesterday. That was that 92% runner from yesterday. It's trying to push up a little bit. Let's go back and look at Lucy, shall we? Look at that. Look at Lucy go. Lucy, you got some explaining to do. Look at that. 173. And it's only up 44%, which seems crazy when you look at the chart. Looks like it would be up a lot higher than that, but Nice little run. Boy. Now let's look at ASBP. That one's pulling back. You didn't forget about glue. Can't forget about glue. Where's glue? Glue's trying to curl up again. Might have to keep an eye on that one when the market opens. That one might be one of those runners when the market opens. Loosey goosey. 176. Well, I don't care how you slice it. That's a good run on a stock. Got some more rhyme, did you? RIME. I seen it just hit Momo scanner as well. Well, we're going to get the Wave Runner out this weekend. I'm going to try again. Now, last time I took the Wave Runner out, it didn't end well. But I know what I did wrong, so that's not going to happen again. And I'm just going to piddle around by the boat ramp for a little bit until I make sure that everything's running properly before I take off and head out into the Gulf. Yeah, water's a little bit chilly, but you know, when you're on that Wave Runner and the adrenaline is pumping, you don't even notice it. At least I don't. Mobley, MBLY. That one moving up a little. I still have that on my list. MBLY. Mobley. Mobileye Global. It's had a nice $1 run on it this morning. $9.09. What's going to run today? What's going to be the big runner today? What's everybody's guess? Take a guess. Just a wild stab. Glue, Lucy, ASBP. What are we thinking? Take a wild guess. I have no idea. $64 off Clearwater. Yeah, 64 degrees is cold. There's no doubt about it. It's supposed to be up in the 80s this weekend. I know the MBLY, Mobley, MBLY, to acquire Menti Robotics to accelerate physical AI leadership. MBLY. We just talked about that. MBLY. That might run to $15. MBLY. SLRX, Solaris Pharmaceuticals. Got a little bump there. That's the one that was doing the name change. But it got a little bump, but got pulled down pretty quickly. It got smacked back to reality real quick. Looks like Mobley, MBLY, Mobileye Global. I just call it Mobley because it rolls off the tongue easier, but MBLY, Mobileye Global. Might try to push itself up to 15. All right, let's take a look at glue. Glue trying, SLRX getting pulled down, Mobileye pushing up. Lucy's hanging on. ASBP getting a little of that sell off just before open. AZI hanging in there. All right, I've got Lucy over here on the left side of your Zoom screen and MBLY over here on the right. Let's see where it goes. Yeah, it sure did. It did not hold up good on that private placement news. It's really getting beat down hard. Mobileye Global, 1430. We'll see if it pops again. $14.31. Joby, Joby. Joby to expand manufacturing footprint with acquisition of a second Ohio facility. Joby. Joby. MBLY now at 1447. $15's not that far to go. $14.49. Let's see if it breaks that $14.50 and gets a big push. Getting pulled back right now. Going to get quite a few of them starting to pull back here as it approaches 9:30. A little bit of that fear of holding through the opening bell. So we're going to get a lot of people selling off. Taking profit before the bell. Will it run into open? Boy, I don't know. It's always so tough to guess which ones are going to run at open and which ones are going to get dropped at open. It's fun guessing. It's fun guessing, but that's all it is a guess. Nobody knows. Bob's going with SLV, maybe ASBP. Could be Lucy. Could be Glue. Bob's going with SLV, which is a silver ETF. That might be a good grab. What is silver at right now? Pinky says DCX. Hey, you never know. You never know. Where are we at with silver right now? Where's it sitting at? Is it hit over 80 yet? AZI maybe? AZI would be a logical pick. $76.58 on silver. Wow. ASBP at 16.9. Lucy trying to push up, coming into open. Lucy might get a new high here before the market opens. $175. We got some pretty strong buying as we approach open here on Lucy. Some pretty nice orders going through. Pinky, are you going to go through your grandma, go through mom's and grandma's silverware? looking for that silver. Anybody got any silver dollars they want to let go cheap? iPhone, Lucy, 162 to 174. Good trade. She's getting $200 a fork. Oh my gosh. Well, maybe AZI will go up. Sean, I hope that one goes crazy for you. Morgans are bringing $80 each. Wow. I used to have a bunch of silver dollars. Back when I was a teenager, I used to collect coins, and I had a bunch of silver dollars, silver quarters, silver dimes. How's moving? Houz. Getting ready for open here. Good luck to everybody. Congratulations to everybody that made money on these this morning. Glue, ASBP, Lucy. AZI. Let's see if AZI will pump up. Sean's got those at, what did you say you had that at? 259. Thousand Morgans. He sold back in the 80. Wow, 1,000 of them. Can you imagine? I didn't have 1,000 of them. I probably had, I might have had 12 or 15 of them at once. Bank of Bradenton. Is it still there, Bob? Bob Nealon. I'm sitting on 80 Morgans. Wow. Good deal. Look at AZI's pushing up good. Sean's sitting on a bunch of those at $2.59 on AZI. And it's at $4.39. You go, Sean. $4.43. Look at that. You've got to be happy, Sean. Got to be happy with that. 444. 444. Look at that price. 444. That's a lucky number. Left everyone very comfortable. Oh, I'm sure. That's awesome. Generational wealth. That's what it's all about. AZI is really getting a good pump here, just coming into open. Very impressive. $4.50. $4.57. $4.59. $4.60. Holy cow, this thing is really, really pushing up coming into open. Wow, $4.62. Or excuse me. Yeah, $4.62. Goodness. Man, that was nice. That was really nice. Good luck. Good luck to everybody. Have fun today. I'll be back on Zoom at 4 p.m. this afternoon. We'll do after hours trading together, see what we can get. And you guys on YouTube are more than welcome to join us. 4 p.m. on Zoom. Now, if I don't see you this afternoon at 4, I'll see you tomorrow morning early. Always remember the scanner, the pre-market scanner, is up at 4 o'clock in the morning if you want to pop in, if you're up that early to trade. But I'll have it up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and then we'll go live at 6:45 like we always do on Zoom. But you guys have a good day. I'm going to take the rest of my day and do a few errands. I've got to go to the store and buy some stain. I've got a deck that I need to put some stain on, some sealer. So I'm going to do that. All right, here we go. AZI going to push up, looks like. Mobley pulling back down. AZI is pushing up real nice. Son's going to be sitting pretty good on this one, I hope. Let us know how you do on that one. All right. So everybody have a great day. Look at Mobley pushing up, trying really hard to push up. MBLY. And let's pop over real quick here and look at Lucy. Boom, 185. Look at Lucy go. Isn't that great? Isn't that just phenomenal? And I'll bet nobody thought Lucy was going to amount to anything this morning. That's not a bad run. That's not a bad run. Okay. You guys have a beautiful, beautiful day. Lock in that profit when you can and pat yourself on the back for some really good trades this morning. You guys, a bunch of you had some really good ones this morning. So have a good day, and I'll see everybody this afternoon at 4 o'clock if you can make it. All right?